Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Internet Friends, the episode where we say, "Oh, thank God we survived."
Yeah. My fridge was getting dire there.
We're just past the Christmas holiday, and this will probably go up after New Year. So for everybody watching, Happy New Year and all that fun stuff. 2025 was a year.
Yeah, definitely a year.
This is our last episode of 2025. That's so
Yeah.
exciting.
No.
That did not occur to me at all.
I mean, we're now going on pretty soon 2 years of doing the show, which is actually really impressive for podcasts because most don't make it past the first 4 episodes. Yeah,
We've been doing this.
Yeah, no, we've been consistently inconsistent, to say the least. I've slowed down on my publishing schedule.
That's what I try.
The last episode, for whatever reason, it all came out on one audio track, and all my audio is lower, so I have to now go in and fix my audio, which is why it's been slow to come out. But little technical issues that we have to deal with, which nobody listening probably cares about.
And we don't have to deal with it, so
exactly, because it's
Bree
never
and I
gonna
just get to sit over in the corner.
the main agreement we had when we started this podcast was that I'm gonna handle all the annoying technical stuff. You guys just need to give me about an hour of your time every other week.
And we usually show up.
Yeah.
And I showed up on time today. Let the record show.
That's 3 in a row now, or 3.5 in a row. I think we're gonna give her a mulligan on that other one.
Well, she was on time. It was everything else that stopped working.
True. Her equipment was just yo, we were not ready for this.
No.
Also, this is the first time I get to hear you out of both my parts of the headphones, because my other headphones have been broken for forever, and it would switch between each ear, and sometimes I'd get both, sometimes very quietly in one, so I just full force. I'm in it today.
Hey.
She's experiencing the true podcast experience, which is both me and Seth in her ears for at least another hour.
Yeah.
Got the timer going.
We're gonna have to explain Tron again.
Disney made movie technically impressive, but story make no sense.
I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing the whole users versus the discs and the light cycles. This was an off-air thing. It didn't make it to an episode. But
basically, it's like listening to Elon Musk explain why he bought Twitter.
Because Grimes dumped him. All right, yeah.
I was hoping this was leading to a Kingdom Hearts discussion, so I'm very disappointed.
Oh,
See, there you go. Just play Kingdom Hearts 2, play the Tron world, and that's basically not anything like the first movie.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's probably fine.
It's actually more coherent, which saying Kingdom Hearts is more coherent than something is actually impressive.
Just play the first 2 games, and you're gonna have a great time.
I did not play any of the other games aside for the first 2.
I haven't played any.
And I'm happier that way.
It's
or at least that's what I keep telling myself.
I heard some blasphemy the other day that somebody said that you could skip 1 and just go straight to 2, and I'm how very fucking dare you? You should play both. So I don't know if it's aged perfectly, but I'm just I feel like those are the best 2.
I think 1 is due for a remaster, not the weird pseudo remake stuff that they've been doing, the remixes and whatnot, which add content. Yeah. I think they just take 1, give it some quality of life improvements and a new coat of polish, and I think that would actually go gangbusters. But God forbid Square Enix and Disney do something that actually would make them money and make fans happy.
No. Let's just make live action remakes of things.
Yeah, Disney doesn't seem to prioritize making people happy anymore.
Not at all.
We're going to talk about it.
Well, that's exciting. Well, anyways, I guess that leads it to the homework assignment, which was assigned by me, and I basically went lazy and decided, you know what? You guys just come to me with what you want to talk about this week.
And honestly, thank God you did this time. I did not have time to watch anything.
I don't think any of us would have. Well, we would have, but I don't necessarily. The holiday times, you're already going to be subjected to watching Christmas movies or other random holidays things. Which I watched a couple of things for the first time actually this week, which were actually really nice. Me, my girlfriend, and my wife watched White Christmas, classic Christmas, which I've never seen, and me and Emily both loved it, so it was a good time.
So that's a lot of people's favorite movies, so that's very fun. I've never seen it.
It's if you definitely have to be a musical theater nerd to really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's from that era. But
Okay.
Seth, so you said that you had something that you wanted to talk about. So, what you got for us?
Yeah. Oh, now I've got to pitch and sell this to you.
Oh boy.
The Disney Corporation and history of theme parks is something that I am fascinated with.
We've talked about this on the show before, yeah?
We've talked about it a little, but I specifically wanted to talk about a YouTube channel called Defunctland and the documentaries that they make. They just did a 4.5-hour documentary on Disney's Living Character Initiative, and it's their way. They've been working since animatronics first came out to just replace people in the parks with wandering animatronics powered by AI. This has been something that they have been trying to do for like 50 years, and they have not been able to crack it yet. But that's why they just invested like $100 million in OpenAI, is because they're trying to get these robots out. And the video is great, but I'm fascinated with corporations and just how evil they are and what weird, like, Lovecraftian monsters they are. And if you're going to look into anything with that, you're going to hear about Disney. And then if you're going to hear about Disney, you're going to hear about the theme park, because every decision they make, going back to they don't want to make people happy, every decision they make is for the betterment of the parks. That new Tron movie came out because they opened a new Tron roller coaster. Yeah. Like, they bought Star Wars to compete with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. They bought Marvel to compete with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yeah. And
as a matter of fact, they even like had Star Wars in the park before they even bought it, Lucasfilm.
Oh yeah,
they had already had that licensing deal going.
Yeah, no, and that, because that ride got put in. I mean, I was a kid in the 90s, and that ride was there. But yeah, no, they bought all of it so that they could turn an entire portion of the park, not just one ride, into Star Wars Land, which I've been told it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to spend money to go to a Disney park again in my lifetime. And like, I went when I was maybe 10 years old with my family, like, so like fifth grade. So like, I remember it. It was a good time when I went to Disney World, but like, I can't imagine spending the money to fly to Orlando, hotel, and all that other kind of stuff, see the attractions I want to see, and then even have any kind of money left over to like build my own lightsaber or whatever kind of like thing that I would actually even want to do there in the first place. Like, there's no way I'm going to have the kind of money to spend on that.
No. And honestly, if I did have the kind of money to go back to a Disney type park, I'm going to go to Universal Studios and I'm going to ride the Mummy ride, and I'm going to go to the Jurassic Park experience. These are properties that actually mean something to me, but that is so far down on my list of places to visit or revisit that it's just like not even a consideration at this point.
Right.
But if you have the chance, Defunctland does some incredible documentaries about the Disney Corporation, the history of theme parks, history of roller coaster technology. It is a phenomenal channel, and is the reason I found Jenny Nicholson's YouTube channel, was because an animatronic went missing. I'd been watching a bunch of Defunctland videos, so I got 2 recommended videos in my recommends on YouTube, and they were both about the missing animatronic. One was just some dude, and the other was Jenny Nicholson cosplaying as the missing animatronic. And I was like, well, I'm going to watch her video, because like, clearly she cares more. But yeah, Defunctland is why I found her.
Hell yeah.
No, that's always kind of really interesting. And it is also interesting to think about how a lot of Disney's decisions lead into, again, the parks, because that is a very big driver. And because they consolidate so much of their ownership into their properties into the parks, because like, it's not just the park itself, it's the hoteling around it, the transportation around the park,
the merchandise, the food,
everything. Like, they put so much into that. And it's also kind of weird because, again, going back to like the AI stuff, a lot of the technology that Disney like has put in for even leading up to where we are at now with generative AI, like they were kind of spearheading like the deep faking and de-aging technology. Like, basically what AI is trying to do is trying to simplify those processes to where other people can use them, which is why a lot of people thought that Disney was going to be a stopgap to like sue for that stuff. And when they haven't done it, it's just like, it's what allowed a lot of this stuff to continue the way it has.
Yeah. And it's because they want to use that AI in their parks in these little robots they have running around. The day that Defunctland's video came out, they announced a new Olaf robot that is AI powered, and it'll wander the parks and interact with guests someday. They did a demo of it, and it's maybe someday in the future going to actually show up in a park. But for now, there's a pretty cool video about it, and that means that the millions of dollars we invested in this were worth it, right? But yeah, I thought that was going to be a harder sell.
Bree seems so exasperated by how you feeling about it, Bree.
This is the fucking worst. I feel like it's kind of always kind of doubles back to, I'm just like, I just can't understand like the corporation worship that people have. Like, I'm just like, they hate you so much, and in fact they want to replace, I mean, because they already have like wild standards for the people who work there currently, so it's just like I can't imagine how much worse it's going to get when there's going to be even less of them. So I just like, and the amount of like marketing and how much people get the different ears and things like that, everything about the Disney culture, and I feel like it is such like a cliche thing to be shitting all over Disney adults. I do kind of think they're the worst, because I just don't it's not
the embracing of consumerism.
That's exactly it. So I'm like, I'm not dogging on you for liking a thing. I'm dogging on you for defending a corporation who hates you so much and is destroying our planet in a variety of ways. Destroying our planet and our culture in a variety of ways. I just like, I will never understand it. So that's frustrating.
Yeah. And like, they'll invest millions of dollars into this new animatronic, this giant Yeti that sits atop this peak, and it like reaches down at you and scares you when it goes through. It costs them millions of dollars. 2 months in, the thing breaks down, and they're like, you know what? Too expensive to get it fixed. And it hasn't worked in 20 years, but people are still going on the new roller coaster. So why do we got to worry about fixing it? Throw a strobe light on it. That'll fix it.
Perfect. Cool e-waste.
That's also the weird thing about it, of like how much like money goes into it and still feels so cheap in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But Brie, to your point with like Disney adults and everything else, like the like consumerism aspect of it, like is hyper reliant on that, and it's so weird that these corporations are making so many of the decisions that they're making right now, because just wages and stagnation and inflation not keeping up, just like people aren't spending money on stuff anymore, and like it's just like, dude, this is going to hurt your bottom line at the end of the day. But with how you're basically structuring all of this, like you can't just keep bleeding people dry, because eventually there's just going to be nothing left.
Yep.
And we're getting to that point because everyone has no fucking money. So
I sure as fuck don't.
Absolutely. Yes.
No, but that sounds really cool. I've actually been trying to kind of find, because we kind of talked about this when you showed some stuff in the Discord, and we talked about it previously, about like getting a little bit off of social media next year.
Yes.
And one of the things I really kind of want to do is just like stay off of anything that specifically has a doom scrolling aspect to it. So TikTok, Instagram, obviously I'm already off Twitter and Facebook, but like anything that's basically designed to keep me scrolling. And so the only thing that is like, okay, well, what am I going to do for like content? And it's just like, well, YouTube, like don't get on shorts, just kind of stick with the long form content. And so, I think a lot of documentaries and video essays are going to be in my future from YouTube, to say the least.
That's a good way to go, because it's just like it gets worse and worse all the time. And I know we've talked about this several times, but it's just like Instagram is no fucking fun anymore. And I've actually like measured it a few times. It's usually like every 3 stories and every like 2 posts, I'm either seeing a sponsored or I'm seeing somebody I'm not following. It doesn't even serve the purpose that it did at some point. Like the advertisement has gotten so aggressive on every single thing I use. Even apps that I really like. I might have mentioned this before. There's this app I adore called Wellatory, which does heart rate variability. And I bought like the year subscription because it was a really good Black Friday sale. Every day this app advertises to me that I should get the lifetime subscription. what I bought already is not enough for them. I'm just like, and again, it's not like they offered it. It's not like you can X out of it. Every fucking day they send me emails. When I open the app, it offers a different deal to get the lifetime. I'm like, fuck up.
Jeez.
You already had me as a customer. Now I'm never going to get it again because it won't fucking leave me alone. So
yeah, the constant driving monetization's gotten really bad. Like, I've mentioned how like, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit when we get my thing. Like, I've gotten off of most of paid subscriptions, especially with stuff I used. Like, I'm off Adobe Creative Cloud, which means I've had to like get used to new softwares and everything else like that. Again, I'll get into it a little bit later, but it is one of those things where like, just like, they're so aggressive with their monetization practices, and it's just like, dude, you already have my money. What more do you need from me? And then and ad models gotten more and more aggressive, like you said, on social media. Like, it's just like the amount of ad based content I've gotten horrible. I miss 2013 internet. Basically, I miss like I miss where it's just like we had our Twitter, we had our Instagram, we had our Facebook. Everything had separate content that we were specifically there for. Like, there like wasn't this homogenized style of content being delivered to us, because really, when you think about it, every platform's doing the exact same thing now. They're basically all just trying to redo TikTok in a new way. And and basically the ad model, like, the worst thing that TikTok ever did was introduce like the TikTok shop, and then everybody's like now creating content for commissions off of that. So like basically everybody's just their content is advertising now, and it's just like it's all become so incredibly insufferable.
It has. I've blocked a few accounts. It's not. No, I've blocked a few accounts that I wasn't following because I kept getting their sponsored posts, and those are the only thing I was seeing from their accounts. And I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you talking about the Barbasol container from Jurassic Park. I know I tried to get that same brand deal, but shut the fuck up. Get off my For You page.
Well, like,
that's the one I've seen today.
And that's the thing, like, it was, like, when I see something off the TikTok shop, it's just, like, the novelty of seeing it the first time is like, okay, that's fun. Stop showing it to me now. I've already swiped away from it. I'm never on the shop page, ever. So, like, I've moved on from it. I'm not going to look at it again. Stop sending me the same ads over and over again. And again, like, it's one of those things where it's just like, when you look back, back at the beginning of the pandemic where TikTok really popped off, like, I miss, again, like, the ad model on them. They only had kind of like ads every now and again. And again, they maintained the skippability of them.
Yeah.
So like you could keep scrolling directly past them and everything else. And like, obviously, like, monetizing content on TikTok is not great. Like, most people still just try to like create a huge audience, and then they try to move their audience over to YouTube or OnlyFans or Twitch or like a platform where the monetization is easier to do. And like, it doesn't require you necessarily to completely sell your soul, although all of them do on a certain level.
Wait. You both still have souls? I sold mine years ago.
I tried to sell. They tried to sell it, but it's just been crushed so much that it's just like really
it's
this
so
really
condensed.
flat disc,
This is a bad
and like
quality
everything.
soul.
Yeah, exactly. It's very flimsy now. It's kind of just deteriorating. Yeah, that's the problem. That's my issue.
Fair.
But yeah,
fair.
But yeah, but going back to Bree's point, it's just like, we need to just kind of like, we need to start cutting a lot of things off next year.
Yeah.
I would love that. Maybe brands will try harder. So
yeah,
I feel like, again, like the aggressive advertisement is so wild now. I mean, like, I think every brand, even the planner I bought recently, they email me, I would say, approximately 3 times a day. And I'm like, I already bought it. Leave me alone. You don't even have anything else that I could purchase. Like, it's a planner to use for a year. So I don't need anything else.
Yeah, it's just like hit me up in November when basically I'm going to be on the market for another planner.
By all means. Yeah. But yeah, I just like, I or to review it like every other day. I'm just like, oh my God, leave me alone. And so I forgot there was like a viral TikTok going around where people are like, these emails just say hello. They don't even offer a discount code or anything. It's just like hey, we're a brand that still exists in your inbox. Fuck off and leave me alone. I swear I unsubscribe, but that doesn't do anything. So.
No, it does not.
I mean, my email more or less is just like a complete graveyard of just like
same.
Like the only thing I'm using it for is when I need the 2FA or to recover a password to an account that I forgot. That's
pretty much
like that's all my email does anymore. Like it's just like it is not a mode of communication that I use.
No.
So like anybody who's like sending any kind of business inquiries, I'm not checking it. And even if you did, I'm going to assume that you're a Nigerian prince or something.
Yeah. Oh man.
So Brie, what do you have for us?
You know what's so funny? I feel like I misunderstood the assignment. I thought we were actually doing a show and tell, so I actually had something to show.
No, it was it's whatever you
everything.
wanted it to be. It's whatever you wanted it to be.
Perfect. So, and I will be so honest, even though like this was technically an easy assignment, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna tell you guys or show you guys. And I was just doing a little Discord day with my partner. And I was excited because I just got a new tarot deck for Christmas.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's one that I really, really been wanting. And he's like, you have a ton of tarot decks. Why don't you just show them your tarot decks? And I'm like, oh, you know what I do? And then hilariously, I realized in this moment that I need to stop buying tarot and oracle decks because I found a deck that I did not know I owned. It's brand new.
Yeah, something tells me that's going to be a problem in my future very, very soon, that there's going to be a lot of tarot decks just lying around my house.
It's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to show you the new one I got. Although I will say this, I think this is a good jumping off point for a couple of different conversations. So I'm not mad at this, but this is the new one I got, which is a tarot of Woodland Warden.
Oh, I already love the raccoon already.
Well,
that's adorable.
This artist, Jessica Rue, is phenomenal. I've already had, I have one oracle deck from her. Her artwork is just like really beautiful, really whimsical. And they just came out with this, and I'm trying to find something. I don't know. Let me just. This is a great example here. So just gorgeous artwork. It's very like the colors are stunning. Oh, this one's great. This is one of the reasons I got this actually. So how fucking
I love that. The next thing, the pups.
It's
so
just
good.
darling, and I so. Part of the reason I did want to mention her in particular is something that she has to post about fucking constantly is that Temu sells her deck, and so do a lot of like AliExpress and things like that, which sucks because then what happens is they are counterfeit decks, so already she's not getting that money. And fun fact, in case you're out in the world, any tarot deck that does not come with a guidebook is a fake. I mean, you should always buy it from like a local bookstore. Amazon has a lot of fakes as well.
Yeah.
What sucks is because
Amazon is basically just Temu Americanized. It's no different.
100%.
Yeah.
They do not check. I mean, and Etsy's even worse now. Etsy is fucking
Etsy's been
disgusting.
Etsy used to be good.
Used to.
So good. And there's so many artists that still Etsy is really their only option, which is like such a bummer because it is such, I mean, it's AI trash. It is such garbage. But so what's happening is people buy her deck on Temu. It doesn't have the guidebook, and then they harass her about why she won't sell the guidebook separately, but she can't because it comes in a set, and also she's not going to sell you the guide to the counterfeit product that you bought. So.
Hi, thank you for not supporting my business or my artwork whatsoever.
Correct, and as you can imagine, they don't want to pay for the guide typically, so they just get like so limited on it.
Well, this should have come with it. Why am I paying for it? Well, you should have bought the real one.
I don't know. Talk to the people who ripped me off.
Yeah,
exactly. And let's be real, like, and. I mean, the world the way it is right now. This is $25, a $25 deck. So I say that's kind of on the like pricier side for a deck, but like, look at this fucking shit. How goddamn cute that is! Look at that fucking. Is that not something you want to like?
Crab rave.
I'll put the actual crab rave underneath this section specifically so people understand the joke. It's royalty free, so I can do that.
Hey.
Yeah, it's also like along that note, it's just like it is so refreshing to see real fucking art in this goddamn world. Christmas was slightly not fun for me because I got a couple of AI gifts, and I'm so fucking mad about it because I'm just like it's rough. Not like the art is good, and I'm just like they should know better, but like I understand how it's deceptive. So I'm just like, any chance I get to like fucking rant to somebody about like, please buy me a gift locally.
Yeah.
Please don't buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And please just take a second. I don't need any presents, actually. I'm like, most of us don't. We don't need things. And if you do, for God's sake, just do a little extra research, because it's worth it. How fucking good this is. I want to support this artist because this is what I want. I want real art. It's getting harder and harder, and it's bumming me out more and more these days. So
It is.
Yeah, it is really rough. Lines are blurring. AI is still not that good, and I don't think it's ever going to be as good as the corporations are saying it's going to be, because I know better. And like, yeah, just there's so many talented artists who deserve your time and your money. Go support them.
If you guys see that clip of Rogan, I can't remember who he's talking to, but he's like, AI music's actually pretty good. I really like a lot of the AI music that's being put out. And then the person they're interviewing goes, yeah, and AI is making a lot of really good podcasts too. And he's like, no, they're not. No, I would never listen to an AI podcast.
Wouldn't you though?
Second it affects you, you have an issue with it. Good job, Joe. So glad you're the voice of a nation.
Yeah. I had a problem with it before it derailed my career.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was railing against it as soon as I saw anybody I was working with like specifically using AI, I was like, guys, it's like, you realize you're just working yourself out of a job right now.
Yeah.
100%. Although, honestly, what's sad is that, like, in fact, that my sister's having to deal with, and she's already lost her job once to AI. She had to do a project recently to kind of set up AI. It's just like, okay, well, I don't want to do this, but this is literally my job. And what's so frustrating? I mean, it's a frustrating thing in general, but I'm like, to your point, AI, especially AI art, looks like fucking ass. It looks so goddamn bad. And people, I have like kind of a side point to this, that like I think novelty t-shirts are kind of ruining our civilization, because I feel like
they have been for a long time, but now it's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's every boutique has a bunch of AI generated shirts, and I'm like, it's all just like, oh, fucking Mondays or whatever. And I'd say, like, when people walk through like the clinic and things like that, everyone is wearing a novelty shirt that is absolutely AI art. And I'm like, I'm so mad that like we're letting AI take over, and it's not even good. It looks like shit, and people are just like, look at this funny t-shirt. And I feel like the answer that people always say is, it's not that deep, or it's not that serious. I'm just like, that's also killing us. Everything's serious. Everything's that deep. And your attitude towards that is why it's getting worse.
Absolutely. It's also affecting band t-shirts, I've been hearing. Like, it's just like, again, they're just basically...
Oh, God, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, apparently like a bunch of bands, like, because like they're not the ones who design their logos or anything. They're just outsourcing it, not checking on who the outsourcing are. So like their shirt designs and stuff are all just stuff that was sped out of an AI generation software. It's just like... And, like, again, you can tell when you see it.
Yeah. It's just not good.
Yep. Don't worry. Eventually the bubble will burst, and all these companies who are thinking they're going to make so much money off of it are just going to stop because they realize that there's no money in it.
I fucking hope so. It kind of worries me that it's getting so far so quickly. Literally, all the Christmas decorations in my neighborhood is all AI art, and and the wrapping paper also AI art. It is like so pervasive, and I think that's like the first time I've been kind of bummed about Christmas, because I'm just like, oh God, like I just it's everywhere this holiday season. I'm just like, again, it looks like ass. Why are we giving up this too?
Because God forbid we underpay graphic designers to do their job.
Yeah.
100%. Like, again, look at this shit. This is the other deck I have from her, which is the Woodland Wardens. It is just like the most gorgeous, beautiful, nature-based art. And I'm just like, why wouldn't you want to? And another artist I wanted to point out really quick is Gabrielle Cash. She also has like, this really cute, super fun style. It's just very like colorful, very bright. And she's another one where her stuff gets stolen constantly, and she's a smaller artist, so she gets harassed significantly more, and it just bums me the fuck out because I'm just like, again, this is like super cool, very creative, very clever. It's the weird cat tarot is what this deck is. Buy from her directly because a lot of other places are counterfeit, and that sucks that they're trying to put this, like, this is probably really hard to put together a tarot deck. I mean, it's a lot of fucking cards, it's a lot of individual art, and these are things that people use daily, and it just bumps me the fuck out that I feel like you're gonna like this one. Like, look how fucking cute that is. This is what I want.
That was an adorable beetle.
That's a good ass beetle.
I know I'm trying to get more and more that I'm just like, friends, shop local, buy from bookstores. Apparently Barnes and Noble is coming around more and more to like snuff out small bookstores. Shop at small bookstores. They need your support. There's just like, corporations hate you. Your community needs you now more than ever.
It's really insane how Barnes and Noble has managed to like survive as long as they have. They've always been teetering on the brink of death, and yet they still somehow.
Yeah. When Borders went, I thought Barnes and Noble wouldn't be far behind, but they somehow
for sure
lasted. And Borders was way better than Barnes.
Oh yeah, it was way. No, Borders was always better. They had the better coffee shops out of them, especially everything else. They had better
record selection,
better layout. It was easier to find stuff.
Mine was 2 floors, so all the books were downstairs, and then all the movies and music were upstairs.
Yeah. Now all the music and movies are just like in a corner.
Yeah, we've got that little like blocked off place that you can't leave with what you're holding. You got to pay for it there. But we got Criterion Collection and Black Parade on CD because that's something somebody wants. Yeah,
it's like, hey, we sell vinyls, but it's only stuff that's ever actually been made since vinyl went out of style.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that was another thing that was funny to watch as somebody who used to shop at Target, was watching the music section get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then all of a sudden there's just a single row of vinyl. And then the vinyl sections start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now it's like a whole half an aisle they have, I think. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. But last time I was. But it's all like Taylor Swift greatest hits.
I was about to say it's
greatest hits.
I was about to say they're all greatest hits collections on vinyl. Yeah. It's not actual like vinyl records. And like that's another thing. Like it's just like that and Warhammer are things. It's just like, I'm never going to get into. It's way too expensive of a hobby, and I don't think I'm going to enjoy it enough to justify it.
I have
I'm
very minimal.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
The band that me and my sister love, they came out with a vinyl of their new album that comes out in January. My sister's like, I bought you one, and I was like, I don't have a record player. I guess we have to get one. So.
Look.
That's what I got my mom for Christmas. Was she wanted a vinyl player, so it hasn't come yet. Thanks, Amazon.
I feel like that's the equivalent of like when they said that like somebody will give you drugs for free to hook you. Like it's just like here's the free vinyl and see if they like hook you into buying more.
Yep.
Hey, I've got 3 in frame right now.
See, it makes sense for you though.
I know. Oh my god. I have an Indonesian bootleg of Queen's A Night at the Opera.
That sounds amazing.
It's great. I picked it up for like $5. It's awesome.
I was about to say if I was to go the vinyl route, I would only want like the sketchiest, shadiest like bootleg looking stuff. I wouldn't buy anything that was
fun.
Yeah, it's just like I would not buy anything after 89. I would not buy. Yeah. It would literally be like it has like the album like art and everything else sleeve needs to already be like kind of tattered and frayed. There actually needs to already be like the sun damage on like the label. You don't know which side's the B side.
It's so funny because I get vinyl collectors on my For You page. And there's a lot of discourse over how to properly protect your vinyl. You got to take it out and put it in this special sleeve. You got to do all that. And I'm thinking back to my parents' record collection that still works, that they kept under the stairs. Yeah. And it just like, it got flooded a bunch of times. It's like, the card stock is all warped. Records still play.
That's my favorite thing about subcultures is like how like specifically like you have I think content creators and influencers like that the scene is dying once they're basically trying to sell you something, so like selling the sleeve protectors and all that kind of stuff. It's like, okay, cool, now you're trying to sell me something as opposed to like actually talking about the hobby.
Now you're gonna tell me I need to get this graded.
Yeah. And like I'm already like out like completely on that. And I used to work for a knife retailer, and so like it's just like I ended up in like the knife subculture, and like they get like way too hung up on every little thing. It's just like, what's the metallurgy and the grind geometry and this is that and that kind of stuff. It's just like, you guys have completely lost the plot.
Yeah. It's for stabby stab or cutty cut. But what more do you need to know?
And don't get me wrong, there is stuff about it that is interesting,
Sorry.
But then like you kind of like start getting into it. It's just like, all right, you're a little too into this one thing. I need you to like bring it down a little bit. And specifically, I worked for a retailer, so like I was trying to sell you knives.
Yeah.
But like I took kind of a hard line of just like, yes, we're selling you knives. We're not going to tell you something that isn't true about the knives.
Mm.
Like when we're like trying to sell you a cheap $20 knife, we're like honest, like it's $20.
Yeah.
And it's just like, is it as good as these $300 knives? No, but you probably can't afford these $300 knives. So here's this $20 knife.
Yeah.
A knife for budget.
Yeah.
But that is the thing.
Hey,
like,
in this economy, we're gonna need them.
Me and Seth are both guitar people. It's just like, do you want the $3,000 Gibson? Absolutely. Who doesn't want the $3,000 Gibson? Here's the Epiphone.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, those are getting more expensive. So you're probably going to want to get the cheaper import Epiphone.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like Fender, and I'm sorry to go off on this rant. Fender has like 5 different factories they make guitars out of at varying price ranges. Then they have their import student line called Squire, and then below that I've had a few Squires too. Below that is another line just called Fender, but they are the same price as the Squires, worse in every single way.
Yep.
But hey, this one says Fender, and you don't want yours to say Squire, now do you?
I love my
now
Squire.
Do you?
Yeah. Every Squire I've ever owned has been incredible.
Oh yeah, Epiphones have been great.
Of the Squire brand.
I've been a big fan of Epiphones. Like, it's one of those times. Every time I've ever been with an Epiphone, I'm just like, I don't know why I would spend more for the Gibson.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I've been in guitar stores and like A-B'd every Les Paul they had there because I was bored and I'm that kind of neurodivergent.
Yeah.
And every single time an Epiphone has outplayed the Gibsons.
Yeah.
Like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 Gibson, and then this $500 Epiphone is better.
Yeah. You're paying for the brand and all, like the things that are maybe like objectively better about the more expensive thing, or like have no connection to the actual experience of it.
Yeah.
And then of course there's also God.
This is super guitar niche, but on this $5,000 one, we used the original hide glue that we used in the 50s. And that means it's better than the $4,500 one where we didn't use that glue.
Yeah. And then you wonder why we haven't used a lot of the stuff that we used in the 50s.
Yep. Oh, that's a whole other, I'm going to stop. That is a whole rant I could go on about how like legacy and lineage has just ruined so much of the electric guitar because we've fixed so many problems and people are like, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Hi, let me introduce you to the concept of Harley Davidson motorcycles.
Oh, man.
So we gotta keep making the old people happy and keeping them the same for all the old people. But those people are dying and aging out of riding motorcycles because you don't want 80-year-olds on a motorcycle, people. Just kind of throwing that out there.
It's great YouTube content right there.
And it's just like, well, how do we attract younger buyers? Well, younger buyers aren't buying motorcycles because they view them as too dangerous and a bad idea, which they're right. Yeah. So it's just like your entire model's nice. So it's just like, so we're going to keep the motorcycles the same, but every now and again we're going to change something and piss off the older people. And like, it's so dumb. Sometimes it's okay the markets die. It's okay.
It is.
Absolutely.
As long as they aren't dying because of AI slop ruining everything. Or drop shippers stealing your product.
Yeah. That's basically where we're going. It's just... yeah. Capitalism. Woo!
Woohoo!
It's working, unfortunately. It's working very well.
I'm noticing a weird theme of this episode completely accidentally. It's like, here are the things that we love, and here is what's ruining it. It's capitalism and AI, but
yeah, drop shippers, AI, capitalism,
corporate greed.
That was one thing I was gonna say. This is the first, because for people who weren't here during the pre-show, so everyone, I broke no contact with my family to go to Christmas this year. And I realized that it's been 8 years since I went to a family Christmas. And in those last years, I started identifying as a communist. I was the only communist at a place full of capitalists. And I'm like, I just need to shut up today.
Self-preservation kicked in eventually.
Yep. One of my cousins came real close to saying a soft slur, and I only say soft slur because it's one that not everybody accepts as a slur. It's the one for Romani people. They weren't happy with the gift they got, and they said it, and I was like, all right.
Go.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
Yeah,
we're not gonna say anything. Yeah, I got 20 minutes until Sabrina leaves for work, and then I can fuck right off. So like,
that's the strat. Yeah. No, always kind of fun to like have that moment of just like, ooh, I need to be very careful about my choice of conversation topic. I get that a lot because
in groups like that, you gotta.
As somebody who works a lot with lawyers, it's always a crapshoot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jeez.
It's always.
I mean, like, go ahead.
Well, I was about to say, it's just like, I can always tell because lawyers always want to talk about Trump. And so basically it's how they talk about Trump is what gives me at least like an idea of like, okay, whose side am I going to be on today?
Well, that was a whole other thing because my cousin, who I mentioned, I think last time we recorded, who got really into crystals and then immediately got red pilled right after that, was there. Pipeline. And I'm like, this is going to be rough. And she also was like, nope, keeping everything chill. We're not bringing anything up today. Because the last time I saw her 8 years ago was a screaming match between the two of us. So this one, it was like, we good? We chill? All right, cool. We're just gonna.
Thank God. I can,
it shows maturity at least.
That's a pipeline.
Yeah.
It's a branching pipeline.
Pill.
Yeah.
There's so many of those of just like it's just like you're gonna go one of two directions.
Yep.
I mean, we
like Last Jedi.
Oh God, that's a good one. Were you really into Minecraft Let's Plays?
But who did you watch play Minecraft?
Yeah, that is a legitimate question.
Did you watch Markiplier play Five Nights or PewDiePie?
There is a correct answer to this question, everybody. I hope you know.
But those are lovely tarot decks, and I'm very sorry that the artist they're getting screwed over. Both of them.
I kind of love that we brought up the spiritualism, like the red pill pipeline, because I'm like, unfortunately, like this is also a gateway, which is like such a bummer because I'm like, I think Oracle decks and tarot decks are such a beautiful, fun thing. It's like it's just something like, I don't know, like there's a level of spiritualism where it's just personal. As long as you are not co-opting another culture, you can have your own form of spiritualism, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Life is confusing, and I think it's so nice to have something to just find comfort in, whether that's these cards or crystals, again, as long as they're ethically sourced. It's just like, again, it's that extra little bit of research and care put into these things that make it so you don't be pushed over the edge. Because the second you get defensive about shit like this, that's where it's like, well, the indigenous people, actually, they liked that we colonized them. So it's totally fine that I use it in stage 6.
Oh, what was I seeing recently that basically said that exact thing?
As somebody who
that's
grew
not
up,
exaggeration. That is things people say.
as somebody who grew up in a place surrounded by Native American reservations, no, the fuck they didn't.
No, they did not.
It didn't happen, by the way. That was not a thing.
There is an off-air story I got, but involves the church and Native Americans.
Always.
Yeah.
But no, not to keep blaming capitalism for everything, but again,
Christianity deserves it too. But
well,
yes,
I was gonna say, I was gonna go back to like specifically the spiritualism and red pill pipeline. It's amazing how like often like the thread always is that somebody starts trying to make money off of it, and that's where like the red pilling comes in. So like whenever somebody wants to be like an influencer through it, or like sell their own crystal things or whatever, and like again they go the drop shipping route of it, because I guarantee you there's a lot of that shit that's just bought off Alibaba and says like, oh, here's your crystal collection. It's just pressed from a factory somewhere in China kind of thing.
Yep.
Just like that's always the common thread.
It's not even real crystal, it's plastic that they somehow figured out to make it ting.
Oh, dude, there was such a funny story where like Emily had like a crystal that she knew it was fake plastic, and it was just like whatever piece of jewelry, and she knew it. But like we had one of the like woo woo crystal girlies. It was just like, oh, this crystal has really good energy, and Emily's just like, that's fake.
That's plastic, baby.
That's ooh.
With yoga too, it's just like, I mean, I feel like it's all on the same plane, and it's always white women, almost always white women, because the second that's where you get one, you're making money off of it, and then you get defensive, and then you co-opt a culture that is not yours. I think there are so like yoga again is a beautiful thing. I think it can be super sidebar, but my mom just started doing yoga and she's obsessed with it, and she cried at her first yoga class the other day. And it was very cute because she was so excited about it, and like that's what yoga should be like. It's a release, like you're moving your body in a positive way, and sometimes you cry, like it just happens. Sometimes you get angry, that's part of it. But I want people to have that. The second it's like, well, I shouldn't have to use Sanskrit because none of my white English speaking people are going to understand. So it's like, okay, well, like there's somewhere where we can have a conversation here, but that you're co-opting a culture that's not yours. You are colonizing this to make it very whitewashed, and just so you can, again, make more money. I mean, how many fucking, granted, this is in every industry, but like how many, like, I don't even know if you're aware of this, but like upper tier yoga teachers, usually male yoga teachers, have had sex scandals. I just like, there's a lot of them.
Me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds like the kind of subculture that's going to have that kind of thing. But yeah, it is one of those things where it's just like, can you be somebody who has hobbies that you don't try to turn into a side hustle / your entire personality?
Yeah,
just enjoy things because you enjoy them.
It's hard.
Again, it goes back to that entire thing. It's just like, hey, I'm really into this thing, and somebody says, hey, me too. It's just like, yeah, but why are you into it?
Yeah. What aspect are you coming from?
It's just like, I have acknowledged the problematic aspects of this thing. Your turn.
Wait. Yeah. Well, and that's going back to my thing. Every time I've had to say to somebody like, no, I'm actually really fascinated by Disney. I'm not a Disney adult. I don't give a shit about the movies. The corporation is evil, and that fascinates me. Please hear me. Where are you going? Okay, she's leaving. All right. I don't go on dates.
But theoretically, this could happen.
If I could talk to women, I would.
My anxiety has played this scene over and over.
just like an AI computer that's gone through every scenario that could have possibly happened.
Yeah. I don't need AI. My brain's broken enough to cause me anxiety.
Yeah, like that one Nick Cage movie.
Knowing?
I don't know. It's the one where he it's not like time travel, but like he basically just kind of like it was a weird Nick Cage. It wasn't a good Nick Cage movie.
He's playing Steve Madden.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna love that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so
he looks
funny.
Just like him. It's wild.
Oh, who did they get for Al Davis? They got somebody really good for Al Davis. I can't remember.
Bale.
Yes, they did get Bale. That's gonna be
Christian Bale?
Weird one. Yeah, I think Kristen Bale is gonna be Al Davis. That's gonna be really good.
I just saw the trailer today.
For all three of our football knowing viewers.
Yeah.
Three is three
our audience knowing what any sports are.
It's like the Raiders of the 1960s and 70s were insane. I remember
I wasn't alive back then.
Yeah, this is when the Raiders were good and they were insane.
And now they're just that team everybody from Denver makes fun of.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, they've just never been a good team. And now they're in Vegas and surprisingly are constantly having issues with players drunk driving and everything else.
Vegas has a hockey team. There's no ice in Vegas.
What's even more hilarious is they got a hockey team and that team went to the Stanley Cup in their first year.
Oh, damn.
They didn't win it, but they got there.
I like their little logo. I think they're cool.
Here's the thing. Hockey is my favorite sport that I know nothing about.
I'll go to bat for hockey. Hockey's fun. Yeah, it's very fast paced.
I grew up in New Mexico. Again, there's no ice in New Mexico.
No. Me and my friends had a street hockey team, or a street hockey league. It was teams of two. And like for an entire summer, we had brackets going. Like everyone in my neighborhood growing up got involved. It was great.
Yeah, moving to DC, the one like DC sports team that I'd be like, okay, I'll rock that merch has been the Caps. So,
I got a Blue Jays cap around here somewhere, but that's baseball.
Yeah, you're one thing.
I'm gonna do a 999 someday. What?
You gotta do a 999. So that's 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings. I believe that's his.
Yep.
I could do that. That's easy.
I've never tried. I don't go to sport games.
I don't know if that's worth breaking my sobriety over, but
yeah, true. I think it is. I don't know. It's a once in a lifetime thing.
Can I do 18 hot dogs?
It's still 9. It's divisible by 9.
Absolutely, you can do anything you put your mind to.
I believe in you.
I don't know which is less healthy.
Yeah, but Sam, like I think it's bad either way, really.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
The liver's going down no matter what. Tarot cards, apparently.
Went on the most tangents.
Yeah, he did.
That was basically
Tarot decks. They're
fun. That was basically my goal. It's just like this episode is just going to be like the most tangenty thing that we could possibly do.
That's fair. I need it. No, tarot is another thing where that was something that I noticed the change in stores where like at least in my area, tarot cards were like you had to go to a specific place for and you had to go to like a psychic or some kind of thing. And then all of a sudden they're on an end cap at Barnes and Noble and then they're in Hot Topic. And then it's like, oh, okay, this is becoming more socially accepted.
Yes.
And then as it becomes more socially accepted, the more capitalism goes, how can we cash in on this?
I know, which is such a bummer because like I love the accessibility of it, right? Like I will fully admit my very first tarot deck is from like Half Price Books. It was like a set. But it's a very classic tarot deck. And I'm just like, that's what I learned on. And I still find a lot of comfort in it. And it's like I'll sometimes do readings for friends and it's just like it's just a fun thing. I love that. Yeah, you don't have to pay somebody who could very well be a con artist, just an extra $200 to figure out if your boyfriend's coming back. And now you can like take that guidance yourself. And like, I think I don't know. There's unfortunately so many ways it can go bad, but I think like if you're just fucking chill about it, outside of buying 800 decks, which I am not gonna.
That's a personal problem, though.
Listen, it's a problem when I say it's a problem. I just decide before this podcast. So now it's a problem.
The first step is admitting you have a problem. The other 11 are some religious bullshit.
Yeah.
It's probably, there's worse things I could be addicted to. And again, these are individual artists. So this is the one I didn't show you, which is Birds. I didn't realize I had this deck until today. It's very nice. Birds. So I love, but that's the kind of autism I have. And it's really fun.
There are so many birds where I'm living right now, and I love taking my dog for a walk just because I get to like look at all the birds.
really fun, sweet hobby, and I think everybody should get into it. So
Seriously though, yeah.
it's so fun to just be like, whoa, there's so many cool birds in my area. And then other people who also think birds are cool, and they're just like the most wholesome, coolest people ever. So that after talking about tarot decks, bird, just birdie. You don't need much.
Yeah,
yeah, really don't.
Yeah, and then capitalism sells you a $300 pair of binoculars.
Yep.
Right. There's some cheap 3D printed ones, so and also you can use your oculars if you want to.
Yep. I've been having a great time just pointing to a branch and going, "That's a cool looking one."
Yeah.
It's not you because it's in there.
There is something exciting about stumbling across wildlife, just like by pure happenstance. Like whenever, like it's like, oh, here's a cardinal. Oh, a fox is wandering around the neighborhood, or any of that kind of stuff. It's always pretty fun. There was a raccoon climbing up a tree, like in my backyard area, and I was like, oh, that's fun. I enjoy that. That's always really good. And then of course my dog.
It's a beautiful place.
And then of course, like my dog loses his mind and try to rip my arm off.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
Seth knows that paid all too well.
Yep.
See, all the squirrels are cute and fat right now. It's like my favorite. They're so chubby, so because they're fattening up for the winter, so they're just like gigantic and they move super slow and they're just constantly eating. And I'm just like, I just want to squeeze you. You're so cute, and I probably could because you're moving so slowly.
Yeah.
Cuties.
All right. Anyways,
but
it's
Aaron,
my turn. Yeah, it's my turn for sure. So I think I might have talked about this on a previous episode, but recently, while I was traveling in England, I started doing street photography again, and so it's been a long time since I actually just like wandered around a place with a camera and just took snapshots. So I used my Fuji, which I may have talked about on a previous episode when we did Show and Tell. I can't necessarily remember if we did or not, but
I think so.
It was such a
briefly.
Yeah, briefly. It was such an interesting experience because normally, you guys remember back when I did con photography all the time, like I had, the giant bag and like, the DSLR with all the interchangeable lenses, switching between lenses and everything else. So having this, smaller, more streamlined camera, it has a fixed 35 millimeter equivalent on it. It's set up like a regular rangefinder, and so it was really a fun experience. I really love the photos I got out of this camera for that. Again, anybody can check my Instagram for that, and I might even edit in some of the little shots that I took.
They turned out really well.
Yeah, I miss doing photography, and it was kind of interesting. This was also the first time I had done extensive photography work since I got off of Adobe.
Oh.
I think we lost Brie.
Did we lose Brie?
Oh, no, really?
Oh, you're back. You were frozen like the same pose for like a really long time and not blinking.
I will say I wasn't moving, to be very honest with you. I was like actively listening to you. So
it wasn't until it's just like, Brie, I need you to blink. Come
on, blink.
Do that.
Right, that's right.
But no, but yeah, it's the first time that I done photography where I haven't had an Adobe subscription, so I didn't have Lightroom, I didn't have Photoshop or anything else like that, so I'm using all open source software. So Darktable was primarily what I used, and so one of the biggest transition hurdles you have to kind of do once you decide I don't want to pay Adobe money anymore is you have to relearn new softwares. And so Darktable, like, it's the equivalent of like only ever driven an automatic car my entire life, and now I have to learn how to drive a stick.
Yeah,
and like it's just like it's not inherently an intuitive experience. It's more hands-on. But again, like, I'm really happy with the results that I got out of that. And another big thing about the open source stuff is that there's no AI technology or anything attached to it. Like, there's no shortcuts I have to take, and I actually really enjoyed that experience. Yeah. And so now I'm back in a creative space where it's just like, again, like, I'm kind of learning everything from scratch, but there hasn't been anything that I've worked on inherently where I've necessarily couldn't do what I did previously. Like, those photos I took were pretty much as good of any photos I've taken that I can remember. Like, the quality of my photography has not my abilities as a photographer have not diminished, or at least in my opinion,
No.
even though I don't do it as much as I used to.
No.
So kind of interesting. So if anybody there is looking at getting into any kind of creative field or creative hobby, just know you don't have to spend a shit ton of money on softwares
You
and
really
stuff
don't.
and stuff that people are telling you to do. Like Seth, you can attest to this. We were talking about guitars. You don't need to go out and buy the Gibson and the Marshall stack and or any of that stuff. Like now, it's just like get stuff that you can afford, use it, play around with it, be weird. Because quite honestly, like again, a lot of influencers in the spaces, like whether it's photography, video editing, like you can't watch a video editing tutorial without them trying to sell you presets or trying to sell you their course or anything else like that. It's just like you're gonna get sold stuff once you start getting into the research of the space. But and by all means, like I'm not telling you don't watch a YouTube tutorial about how to, do a specific editing technique. Like by all means watch it, but feel free to skip that like first 10 minutes where they're just trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
And just
That's become a real problem in the home recording space is
Oh,
that
yeah.
there are so many plugins and so many everything that, hey, I just want to know how to record a good bass tone. Well, the way I got this was by buying a $500 plugin for this bass amp. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, great.
There hasn't
Thank
been
you.
there hasn't been a single time I've done anything, whether it's been recording, video, photography, where like a plugin has helped me
Yeah.
ever in my life. Like it's more or less just like I don't need a plugin to do everything for me. I just want to know how to do the specific thing. Switching to GIMP from Photoshop has been a big thing about that because like I got a little reliant on their remove background tool, which is technically an AI tool, but it was one of those AI tools that were like take away this tedious task, not we're gonna make a whole thing out of nothing for you. But like going back to that to have to do like cut out the old fashioned way again, like it's just like okay, I forgot how long and tedious this was, but it was one of those things like I got it right the first time and it was done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of looking forward to that. I need to spend a little bit more time with some of these softwares. DaVinci Resolve has been a freaking godsend. Like I'm so glad that that software exists that you can get it for free. And like for the most part, and the paid version, which I did pay for, is a one-time pay for license, and you just have it, and you still get all the updates and all the upgrades to it.
Love that.
That's so great. It's so funny because, like, real quick tangent. I used to be a Pro Tools user, and I loved Pro Tools, and then they switched to a subscription-based service in like 2012.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was
they were
like,
one of the early adopters of that.
This. Yeah. And I was like, this is going to ruin them. This will never catch on. And now it's everything.
Yeah.
Now it's absolutely everything.
Yeah. No. And that's the problem, too, is the fact that, like, even though, like, I'm no longer on Adobe, I still have to have Adobe on my resume because, like, every house uses it. It's industry standard. Because and it's the one place where it's just like everybody uses it, whether you're a Mac or PC and everything else like that, and you're expected to know how to use it. It's just like, dude, like everything I could do in all those softwares I can do in a DaVinci Resolve. GIMP pretty much works just like Photoshop. Darktable isn't quite as good as Lightroom, but I figured it out. I'm still getting really good results with it, even though it's clunkier. Like, we need to kind of maybe get people off some of these things. And of course, like now I'm looking at switching to Linux because I want to get off of Windows.
Yeah. I mean, good on you for being willing to because I mean, I think this goes to show because I think that's how they get you the convenience. You're like, well, you know the system already, so you're just going to pay for it because you don't want to switch to something else. It's going to be impossible to learn something else. It's not. It really isn't. It might take a little getting used to, but like it's so worth it to not support these constant pain models that you're getting less for. Like it is, it might be different, but you can learn. It's frustrating. You shouldn't have to, but it is possible and it's worth taking the time to do.
Yeah, and it's insane how basically Adobe is using your own work to train their AI models. Like you got it. It's pretty insane. Like the shit that they're pulling. So yeah, hopefully Blackmagic continues to stick with the licensing model they have for DaVinci Resolve because I paid like $200 to $275, I think is what it was for the perpetual license, but I have it. I just have it. I don't have to pay $50 every month to have a bunch of software that I don't use. I still get all the updates, and so they're not going to be like, oh, well, like, there's this new feature that everybody needs to have. It's just like, nope, still have it. And they do have AI features in it. They all suck. They don't work. Or if they do,
of course not.
Like, I mentioned previously on the pre-show how one of the reasons the previous episode was going to come out was because there was an audio issue that I'm trying to fix, and there is like an AI tool. It's just like, hey, here's this AI voice thing that and like it's all over the place and doesn't work.
I bet.
And that's the fun thing. It's just like it doesn't work. It's not telling us that this is the future when it doesn't work.
It really doesn't.
You broke Google search. Google search was fine.
It's awful now. I hate having to Google anything.
Yeah, it's really insane how like we literally decided it's just like, let's take our product, add AI to it, and make the product that we sell or whatever it is and make it worse.
Yeah.
And it's across the board.
But number go up.
Yeah,
That's
if you're Nvidia, Facebook, Microsoft, or Google, everybody else you're still basically where you were at.
Yeah. What's Nvidia not making anymore? RAM? Or
that's crucial.
They're going to stop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're slowing down production of GPUs, so
that's right.
So that market's going to crash soon. The RAM market's crashed. So basically, what used to be like the cheapest thing you would have to buy to build a PC is now more expensive than like your GPUs, which used to be the expensive piece. Like it's getting insane. My decision to build a PC 3 years ago is looking better and better, even though at the time I was just like, yeah, I maybe spent too much money on this.
Oh, capitalism.
Yeah.
So good.
But that is a goal for next year, I think, is to move away from subscription-based services, move away from generative AI, move away from all of that stuff.
Yeah. The problem is they're putting it in places where like nobody asked for it. That's the hard part, is that it is one of those things where it's just like, I didn't consent to any of this.
But when do we ever, when it comes to capitalism?
Yeah. Well, this has to be one of the more egregious options. Like the moment that they let ChatGPT basically scrape the entire internet, they basically just were just like, hey, everything you've ever done online is now fed AI models. It doesn't matter. Yeah. This podcast is probably feeding some AI model right now as we're recording it. Like, I don't know what Discord's doing with this data that we're currently putting it through. I don't know what my internet provider is currently doing right now. OBS is open source, but again, like, I don't know at all where any of this stuff goes at the end of the day. And I can only control for so much. Right. I can control for as much as I can, but at the end of the day, like, I have no control.
So I think you were on kind of the money with like 2026, just less time online in general. Like we don't, and also I think like something I need to get better at is just like having those uncomfortable conversations with people, like being the fun police in the room. I had to do that with my family because my brothers were making AI videos, and like it's uncomfortable. It sucks, but I think it's something we're gonna have to start to do because again, I think it kind of goes back to the like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that serious. It is. And maybe it's not that serious right now to you, but considering how much all of this is using real life resources, not to mention, which I don't know if we talked about in another episode, those AI centers are like creating like low hums so people can't like live their lives in their town, that they've had to like really fight for. Like, I'm like, that's fucked up. That's gonna be your town next. That's great. It hasn't happened yet, but you know, they clearly don't care too much. So like, we got to start having these conversations.
Em brought up to me a few weeks ago that our power and water bill was high. Yeah, and like I guarantee you that's because of one of the data centers getting built up toward Loudoun.
Probably.
Because we don't use a lot of power over here, like for the most part, and like, we really only use water to do dishes and shower.
Yeah,
not
makes
sense. I mean, it's like
household.
like the corporations aren't paying for that. We're going to pay for that. The consumers are always going to pay for that. So
absolutely, they always put it on us.
Yeah, always.
That's what trickle down meant, though, right? Is that we pay for it all so that they can keep everything.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So what trickled down was them pissing on the poor. I believe it was.
Oh,
that's what was trickling down.
That makes sense. I've seen some footage, and that does line up.
They didn't redact that one.
Not that one. You're very proud of that one. Oh, you can just unredact them by copying and pasting in a different Word document. Great job, government. Can't even do cover-ups anymore.
It really does go to show that it was less of a hostile takeover or more it's just like, no, this is just pure incompetence in its greatest form.
Yeah.
We've literally just stumbled face first into this.
Yup. Unfortunately. What a nightmare.
Yep. You do gotta love Bill Clinton's attitude of like, if I'm going down, you all are coming down with me.
Fuck yeah.
I don't respect him, but I do respect the like, I have nothing to lose, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah, Trump drowned a baby in Lake Michigan. What are you gonna do about it? Happy holidays, everyone, and a happy new year.
Yeah, happy new year.
Speaking of new year, we need a new assignment to kick off the year. Bree, what are we doing?
I did have one in mind, and I think that is what we're going to do, but I did have a side question because I remembered the other option I was going to give you, which is, have either of you seen The Amazing Digital Circus?
I actually just watched the podcast where they talked about it. I'm actually interested in checking it out.
Oh, okay.
We'll put a pin on that if you want to.
I've never even heard about it.
It's something I found through like Has Been Hotel. Like I think a lot of there's some overlap in the fan bases,
I was about to say they talked about how there's been some comparison. Like in the podcast I listened to, they said I was under impression it was a Vivsy Pop thing. It's not, and so the humor's slightly different, but the vibe is kind of there.
Is that the thing I've seen clips of? Where it's like the chattering teeth with the eyeballs and then the clown lady. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Yeah, okay. So I am familiar with it at least.
Yes, it's definitely part of like the zeitgeist for sure. I don't know. Okay, here I'm gonna lay this out for you really quick. So you let me know what you think is good timing wise, because I think Has Been Hotel is gonna keep going on. I wouldn't mind watching season 2 of Has Been Hotel if you are able to watch season 1 again, because I think it's not great. And in fact, I just watched it with my partner and I think he didn't like it as much because he didn't have the context of season 1. I think it's better with that context. Do y'all think you'd want to sit down and have time capacity for 2 seasons of that show again? Or 1 season and then a new season? Or do you want to do Digital Circus? Because I think that's only 8 episodes right now. And I think they're pretty short. So
yeah, it's web series, right?
Yes, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm easy. It's watching 2 seasons of a show around this time of year where I'm kind of like maybe not.
Yeah,
I think I might hold that for next time.
Yeah, I'm down for I'm down to doing Amazing Digital Circus because like it should be really quick and it's also a little bit more novel and like new. Not saying that the obviously is the new Has Been season, but I'm more interested in Digital Circus, and then we can like kind of start ruminating on Has Been, and like I wouldn't mind going back and rewatching season 1 before jumping into season 2. I need a refresher anyways.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's awesome because I will say I think I just double check because I believe it's like 20 to 25 minute episodes, and I believe there are 8 episodes currently. So it is a slight investment, but I will say it's on YouTube, so it's something that is very easily accessible. And I don't think I necessarily need you to watch every episode of it. I think you'll get the gist very quickly. But yeah, let's do Amazing Digital Circus.
Awesome.
Go.
Cool. So we will watch that starting off the new year. I am TCK Media Productions on most digital platforms. We have that Seth23, who you can occasionally see on TikTok talking about his historically inaccurate T-Rex that he got for Christmas.
And Play-Doh.
And Play-Doh.
I got the exact same gift my 9-year-old cousin's son got. So that was fun.
That's what you get for going no contact for so long. And then, of course, there's the raccoon herself, Bree. And anyways, that's our show, guys. Enjoy the new year, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.